Hello. It is just me for now. This thing's kind of shaky. And I like to give everybody a few minutes to come in. So it's going to be just me for a few minutes until Marissa gets over here. JJ, I used to wonder, why are people with kids always late? Like, can you just get ready a little bit early and always be there on time? What's up, Jason? It's been a while, man. Porter. Hi, guys. I'll talk, might talk about Porter here in a few minutes. I don't know. Porter got a Class A too. Michelle. What's up, guys? This is crazy. This is crazy stuff. Susan. Oh yeah, kids. So I used to wonder, like at church, everybody with kids is always like 10 minutes late, and I'm like, why don't you just get up 10 minutes earlier, and you'll always be there on time? And then we had kids, and we realized what just happened to Marissa happened to us. Like, she's on her way over here, and JJ, had an accident. Not really an accident. He did his baby thing or whatever. So once he did, so she's getting him changed. Yeah, Sharon says she's late and she doesn't even have kids. So so I definitely have, kids will teach you a lot about life. And I think they definitely taught me a lot about that. But yeah, let me know where you guys are coming in. I know we had, usually we have 40 or 50, I guess, saying they're coming to the chat. We had like 69, 70 saying they're coming in, which is a lot. So super pumped. Hope everybody can make it. This is going to be weird today. I don't think we've ever done our live chat like the same time as our video is coming out, because our video comes out every week at 2 p.m. Central. But what's up, Scott? Alabama, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Oh, hey, Seth. What's going on, man? You guys are, I think you're in Washington, I think is what I saw on the app. I'll go ahead and plug the app. If you guys haven't checked out the app, lessjunkmorejourney.com/beta, and then put in the password beta. If you got an iOS device, basically what it's going to do is let you see other nomads. But it randomizes your location. It's not creepy. They can't see exactly where you're at to come and knocking on your door and all that stuff. Yes, I'm excited to show the new rig. Diaper events do happen, Danielle. 10 minutes early just gives 10 minutes more of things to happen. So, let's see. Jesse Elizabeth, what's up? Sharon, North Carolina, Roman. We were excited to show the new rig. I'm pumped. He must have really made a mess because she's been over there a while. I don't have any jokes. I usually tell Marissa to tell jokes while she's North Georgia mountains. We thought about, so obviously we're not in South Carolina anymore. We left South Carolina. Came up back through North Carolina, through the mountains on the east. We usually go through Atlanta, but we mixed it up with that. This thing's iPhone's stabilizing it some. I've got this thing on a new table. I'll show it in a minute. Still feeling out this table. Yeah, Seth likes Nomad near me. I hope, it's going to be really cool. Right now, if you get on the app, it's just patrons only. So there's like 30 to 50 people in there. But once it's released, and if you picture like hundreds, maybe thousands of people on that map where you get to pick and choose. You can be totally off the grid where nobody sees you. You can put in, hey, I want to only see people who like to hike, or people who have kids, or people who are retired, or you can put in all these things, and you can meet people that you want to meet on the road in person, because that's something we struggle. Paul said, need to try to. Hey, Kale. This is so cool. Like, everybody's in here, babe.
Oh,
like everybody.
awesome.
This is awesome. Okay. Yeah, they don't want to hear from us. They just want to see the rig, I think. Everybody's saying I want to see the rig. So Marissa's doing the dirty work. I have changed diapers. I'm not going to even pretend like I change them very often. It's so rare.
Well, this one, it was a doozy. So hence why I'm late. It was a full-on ensemble change.
Up the back?
Up the back.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's nap time, so we'll see how that goes.
We got the monitor going.
Yeah.
We are parked back in Tennessee, close to family, so Hensley's with them right now. William's asking about a good way to get around Atlanta. There's not a good way. So we took, I think I read or heard you're not really supposed to do this. We took the carpool lane last time. But
you had read on a forum to do it.
I did, but then I heard somebody say if you're a big rig, you're supposed to be on 285 on the outside with all the big rigs, which is miserable too. So if you can't take the carpool lane through downtown, or if you can't be downtown with the big rig, you really got to go around. There's not a good option.
The carpool lane worked for us.
All right, so we're going to get started. I've had like 5 people say they can't wait to see the inside of the rig. So we're going to show the rig. And I don't know, 2 things you can already see right now. So we're in the rig right now.
Surprise, right?
Number 1, though, There's no TV here. We'll talk about that. We didn't take the TV off. The people we got it from, anyways, the TV had been taken, but we knew that going in and buying it. Number two, you look up, see up there, that's not the color of the original wall. We've had this 3 days, and Marissa's already had me in here painting. So we'll talk about that too. So this is going to be like why we chose the rig, what kind of modifications are we trying to make, why are we making those modifications, what kind of future modifications. I know that one of the questions in Patreon was like, what are we doing with our solar stuff and all that. So any questions you guys think of along the way, I know we got a lot of people in here and we'll try to get to everything we can. But any questions having to do with all that stuff, just keep shooting them out. Let me look on here real quick, and then you continue to do a blog chat about what the end goal of the app will be. That would be good. I need to do something else about the app. It's called Nomad Near Me, Renell, but it's lessjunkmorejourney.com/beta. So it's not on the App Store yet.
And the password's beta.
Yes, it's so you have to install two. It's a little different than a normal app because it's not live for everybody to. So you can't just
I can't
search
wait for this app to be live.
It's been like
but
almost.
We've already found it helpful,
Yeah,
even just
yeah.
like, the couple of months we've been testing it out. What is that, a moth?
Yeah, so we already got moths in here. What's up, Harold? HOV lane. Yeah, that's what Lori said. HOV lane. So I don't know.
We did it.
Nobody said anything about it. I'm sure if we had a sim on the apparently all the semis and big rigs are supposed to be, on the bypass. Okay, so you guys ready? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna because she's way prettier than me. You can walk around. I'm gonna see if I can swap. I think I can swap this around. Ooh, look at that view. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna swap this around. I'm gonna follow around Marissa.
Aww.
Whoops! I just went toward your bottom. All right. All right. So let me see. Let me walk like I was walking in the front door here, because that's what everybody does on a tour, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are getting first exclusive look. Oh, let me share something too. I don't know if this is getting me or not because I can't see the screen. So we we had this. We've owned this 10 days, but it's been in Tampa. We'll talk about the whole story in a minute, maybe. But when I went to go buy it, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to FaceTime Marissa. I'm going to hit that button on my iPhone to record that, and then we're going to share that with everybody. Well, some of you guys may already know that, and you're like, oh, Nathan, well, I didn't know it wasn't recording audio. It only got the video. So we're like, what do? We could do voiceovers or...
Because we wanted you guys
It was so
to
cool.
see that
So we walked
video.
around, like the day I was inspecting it, like I walked around, I was going to show it to you guys because I was excited. That's how we are with Patreon. We want to share stuff as it happens with you guys, and we get excited, But anyways, it had no audio, so it was like, it wasn't really usable. So I was like, what do we do? Do we just talk about it? Because I'd already left the rig, and I was back with Marissa that night, and the rig was like a 10-hour round trip to get to where this was in Tampa.
Hence why I did not go and venture with the two kiddos. I was like, I trust you.
So this is the first time she'd seen it is when we pulled up here in
But
Tennessee.
we had toured this one before.
Yes,
Not,
we know. It's not like we don't know
looking-
what it feels like.
We just toured it at the
Yeah.
Tampa RV show. We were not looking at this rig. We liked Open Range. We liked the company, but this particular rig was too big, not on our list. So
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on in this video.
There is.
Yeah, so like, I'll tell you the model number and everything of this in a minute. This wasn't on the top of our list, but it started slowly showing up, and then I found one that was a really good deal that showed up, and it just pushed us over the edge. But we'll talk about all that. What was my whole point? Oh, we filmed something for you guys. It didn't work out, so I know it's 10 days late. So we had to wait until the RV got shipped from Tampa to Tennessee. I said, that's what we'll do, because it'll still be before the YouTube video comes out. We'll wait till it comes to us in Tennessee, and then we'll share it. So we're sharing it with you guys. But wow, that was really long. Everybody's like, my goodness, just get to the tour. All right, so you're walking in the door. See, let me see. I'm not going to tell you guys the model or anything of this. Let me see if you guys can figure it out. I'll try to watch the comments coming up. Kale said, that's our first rig. All right, so Marissa's going to talk about it. You guys see if you can tell me what the model number is, if you think you can guess it. We're trying the sticky note thing for a couple of things. Oh, Susan says she can't hear us very well. Can you hear me better now?
is it because you're behind the camera?
I don't know. Well, go ahead. I'll let Marissa talk. Hopefully you can hear her. All right, go.
So my favorite thing about this RV is the living space. It's got opposing slides, which when we first started looking at RVs years ago, I kept walking into RVs and I'm like, you got to figure out why you like certain RVs. So I kept telling Nathan, I like this one, but I don't know why. And he figured out the common denominator was opposing slides, because which we've had no slides for almost 3 years. And that's awesome in the sense of keeping it simple, but opposing slides make it huge in here. It gives you this big open floor plan, which I absolutely love.
Hold on a second. They're saying they can't. I don't know if I can control. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think Facebook gives me the option. You sound good. Her sound low on that side. She is quiet now. Okay, let me do this. All right, let's try this. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Maybe this will be better. So you guys just give me feedback. All right, go, babe.
Is that better?
How about that? Is that better? I think it's only going to use the microphone on the front of the camera no matter what. So, all right.
Did they hear that?
I think so. But she likes opposing slides.
I like opposing slides.
Okay.
Long story
So
short.
let me back up.
That's what gives you this huge area here is the opposing slides in the middle. I was just ready for something that kind of felt home-like. Like we have a new baby. We kind of wanted to slow down a little bit in our travels. This is our 5th year, so we're like, you know what? We're kind of just looking to maybe park a little bit longer in areas and not go our go because we're able to do that. So we're like, let's just try some more space. I'm just ready to stretch a little bit, I guess is.
And you can stretch. Let's see. I'm going to have to turn this around because I can't see the screen. All right, let's see. We'll just do the best we can, guys. All right, so this is living room and kitchen.
We'll let you know how the island works out because I've heard mixed reviews. People love them, people hate them. The way it looks, I love. So we'll see when we start living in it and traveling. We'll keep you updated on that. But right now, I love the look of it.
So yeah, you like? It's got the island. It's got now. This is.
What? We're gonna need some serious Battleborn.
Look at this fridge. So this this is so this is residential. It's 23 cubic whatever. So our other one's 8. This is 3 times the size of the fridge we have right now. The fridge in here. So pretty crazy.
Wow, that's gonna be.
Oh, and this we haven't shown this. So this is a pretty good amount of this is the counter space over here. Baby monitor. So she's got all this.
So lots
She's
of
got all
fridge
this.
space. I love the appliances in here. I had a convection microwave in the Airstream.
Somebody's asking if it's a single basin. This one is not.
This one's a double.
We've heard both ways. This is just what it came with. I think we like the look of the single basin, but I've heard it actually isn't. It looks better, but we wash and dry on each side. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking we might like that better, but.
So this one's got the range and the oven and the microwave.
I don't think it's. I don't think that's a convection. It's
No,
just a
it's
regular.
just a
So
microwave.
yeah, not that that's. It doesn't matter because we've got everything down below.
Which is cool when you're boondocking to have a gas oven. I didn't have that in the Airstream, but we had solar, so it was good. But we'll have solar too here, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Somebody's asking.
Yeah,
about
but I like the look. I'm gonna enjoy. I think having this separated for a minute.
Let's see. Oh, you want to show that? Okay.
So this is pretty cool. Look at all that pantry space. So this was one of the things we wanted was the washer dryer hookup. So this has the washer dryer hookup in the pantry.
And a vlogging camera too, so free of charge.
So I don't know how it will go doing laundry in the kitchen, but it doesn't take any of our closet space away, which I do not enjoy having my closet space taken away. So I think that's cool that they found a neat place for it. And Nathan likes that it's on the axle and not on the bed of the truck, so it might be a good place. And you've got all this room to fold laundry, so.
David said to make sure we put, let's see, pizza stone in the oven when we're cooking. That'll help it. Those are tough. Those propanes. We had one in our fifth wheel, I guess.
I could never figure out a pizza in the convection microwave either.
Yeah, we just can't cook pizza.
Just already living, we have not been able to cook a good pizza, so I'll try it again with the stone in here. Let's see. What
So
else
yeah.
is in here? Let's see.
So
What
yeah.
else is in here?
So you can buy these with like the big, they call them the party couch or U-dinette. We had one of those in our first fifth wheel. We like this better. I don't know. I think we wanted this over the U-dinette, this layout.
I mean, there's pros and cons. It would be nice to have a big couch with a lot of seating, but ours wasn't super comfortable. Maybe it would have been more comfortable in this one, but in our old rig, that couch was pretty narrow, and I didn't find it comfortable. These, on the other hand, I think are going to be pretty comfortable.
Let me answer. I got two. Jesse says, it wasn't Jesse. It was Brittany. Yeah, laundry in the kitchen's very European. And they're asking about, can you open the fridge with a slide in? No, you cannot. Pretty much anything that's quick or efficient that we currently do is not going to happen in this thing.
And we just don't know.
We knew that.
We just don't know how it's, because we do like to overnight at Walmart's and Boondock and things like that. So with a residential fridge, that's kind of we're just going to give it a try and see how it goes. And we do like to shop at Walmart and like bring our groceries from Walmart into the rig and load it in on travel days. So we'll just might have to move the slide out a little bit.
We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know that it has to.
Level.
That's the thing too. You don't have to take the slides all the way out. It would need to come out, I don't know, maybe halfway or something to be able to clear that's a lot of cold air.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah, it's got just like a residential.
Oh, this is what I'm
ice
super
and water.
excited about. I have not had ice in like 5 years. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Kale's agreeing with us on the U couch. He says it wasn't comfortable. They just slid off it. We feel the same way. They look great. Seems like a great idea.
It just wasn't comfortable. These are super comfortable recliners. They got the heat, massage. It's just right in front of the TV. It's really cool. And I like that there's a space to eat or work or and you got extra seating that's kind of easy in and out over here.
So the pro of this layout is all the stuff she's mentioning. Lisa asked about an outside fridge. There is an outside fridge and an outside kitchen as well. The pro is we do like all this seating space. The con to me, the big con, when people come over, you're not really like facing each other maybe as well as we'd like. It's not terrible, but to me, I don't know. The only way you're going to get that is really to do like a rear living mid-bunk or something like that. But there was so much we loved about this layout, and it was shorter than all the mid-bunks we were looking at that at least had the washer dryer, that we felt like it was worth it. The big pro with this, to me, the biggest pro, like if you just want to lounge and you're tired, or if I'm editing, I can already see myself editing right here. And if you watching, the layout of this with the fireplace and the TV directly in front of it, like that's one of my peeves is when the TV's on like the side of the RV. And you have to, who wants to turn their head sideways? I keep going the wrong way with this. Who wants to turn their head sideways to look at the TV? Yeah. Doug says that's the important things. Marissa's excited about the kitchen, and she definitely is.
I am. It feels like a home, and not that our Airstream didn't. We absolutely love the Airstream. I think this is just a new season in our life where, we've been small and nimble, and Hensley was little, and we could put her in there, and now, she's getting bigger, and she has really, really been a huge factor on why we decided to get something, because she's been so excited about having her own room. She's 5 now, and she wants people to sleep over, and she wants her own room, so she is super excited about this. See her and JJ's room. What's cool about this too?
Yeah, this is cool too.
It doesn't even look like this bunker is here.
When you're back and you walk in, you're like, I thought this was a bunkhouse.
Yeah.
And they got this little, I don't know what to do with this yet, this corner thing, but
there's so much storage. That's a lot. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's just the whole. If I had my pick, I would rather have had large windows here that went all the way up and didn't have this storage. But yeah, touch it once will be important with laundry in the kitchen. I agree.
Yeah, it forced me to put it away.
Yeah.
So this is Hensley's, and in the soon future, JJ's room too.
So that's the original color. I haven't painted some of this yet. We're still painting it. And then this is. So what I've painted, actually it's just one coat, but we'll talk about Maryland. We got this used, but it's a 2019. and I'll talk about that too.
So we're still deciding what we're going to do back here.
And yeah, this is cool.
So this was important to Hensley. She wanted a table to do crafts, to do schoolwork. We're going to be homeschooling starting this coming fall. Officially, we already school, but I guess it'd be official for her. So we just kind of wanted a space. She is always crafting in the Airstream, taking up the whole Airstream with her crafts. And we're like stepping over her all the time, but I love that she's creative like that. So we wanted to give her her own space that she could do that and have friends over and family over. So this is cool. This makes a bed. This is a bed that comes down.
Let me say this too. Like at the top of our list, the 311 BHS from the when I say numbers versus like,
I don't
which
know numbers.
Anyways, the one with the bath and a half of the Grand Design we're looking at. It was up there on our list. But one thing that this has, well, two things. It has the washer dryer, and then in the Grand Design, I don't know if you can see it or not, but that booth, it didn't have the booth. They always put the couch in that, and like
you could take it out.
You could take the couch out and put a table in or something, but it's nice. This thing is really tilting up. I'm just gonna get behind it. Wow, that wasn't even on my face. That was horrible. Yeah, we much prefer this, like for schoolwork, and this makes a bed and all that too, instead of just a couch like a lot of those have. Because Hensley's a crafting machine.
She is.
Loves making crafts.
She's creating like 20 pages of art a day.
Yes.
It's craziness. So I like that this will make a bed and this will make a bed. So we're still deciding if we want to put JJ up here and build out a crib area up there for him, or there's a couch over here. And Nathan had this out painting it yesterday, painting the walls. And this could sleep someone, but if I take all this out, I thought about maybe putting a crib in here. And then we could leave this for toy storage. We could leave it pushed up, just use it for guests. And then
Charlie said there's room for patrons to visit now. So
definitely. We have to bunk with our kids.
Hensley's actually a really good sleeper, and this actually is comfortable. Like I heard people, and this is actually a pretty heavy duty. It wobbles a little bit, but some of these are just junk, and this is actually decent. It's decently built. I've been pretty impressed with that.
Hensley's claimed this bed. This is where she wants to sleep. She's excited she gets her window. She wanted a window in her bed. So it's exciting. She is pumped. I told Nathan the other day, she got mad at me and ran in here and slammed the door like a little teenager in her room. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So she's not allowed to run in here and slam the door anymore, but she's already started in on that. But there is no hanging space in here.
Yeah,
I would say that's like the one thing.
There's still a lot of storage. It's not hanging storage.
You could make it here, but it would be pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 5'9" and I couldn't reach that.
So you've got these go all the way back, and you can either take the cushion off and access it from the top, or that slides out on the bottom if you want to slide it out. Or not slide out, that opens up, and both of them do. And that's a lot of storage under there.
It is. And then these drawers are pretty big here.
Yeah.
And then you've got
still got two more down here. So this is it's got the outdoor kitchen I was talking about. It's like on the other side of this, and we'll show that.
And you got a half bath.
Yeah. So yeah, half bath with some. That's the curtains, but they'll be moved.
But I'm still painting. Renovation process right now.
But yeah, so we got toilet and a sink back here. That wasn't like a huge deal to us, but that is nice to have.
I told Nathan it's gonna be nice with a little boy.
Yeah.
And when we have family and friends, we love having people come stay with us. This will give them some space back here, and they can have their own bathroom. And there are times, even just me, Nathan, and Hensley, where we're waiting on each other to get out of the bathroom. So for those emergency situations when you're like, Nathan, you're taking way too long in there, here you go.
There's times where it's come in handy.
It will.
Lisa was asking about custom mattresses. I don't know. These they're actually not bad. I'm not going to say it's, for a kid, I think it would be...
Is this a twin? I think it's a twin.
I think it's bigger than a twin. I think it's like a Flynn.
I don't even know what...
I don't know. It's like, I really think it's between a full and a twin. I could be wrong, but...
I'm calling twin. I don't know.
So, we'll see.
They're not bad.
And yeah, there's our Airstream's still in the usual spot with the deck over there. And Yeah. Cheryl says there's only 2 of them. They still like having the bath and a half.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where once you have it, it might be hard to go back. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm wanting to do a little bit, give it a facelift. We're not doing a complete renovation, obviously, because it's pretty new, but I wanted to make it like home. So I told Nathan I wouldn't touch the cabinets this time if you just let me paint the walls and see how that goes. So I wanted to brighten it up, make it feel bigger. I
think it's looking, I mean, we went with white, and it's looking homely. Is that the right word?
I'm going to accent.
Super single's what Harold said. That sounds right. On the bed
Super
size.
single?
On the bed size, yeah.
Yeah. Now, how do I get sheets and stuff for that? What do people do?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
So I would like to put up some kind of...
And Kel said the twin beddies, or Kai told Kel,
The
twin
twin
beddies do
work?
fit the bunk,
Okay,
the bunk
that's
beds.
good to know.
Yeah. You guys are helping out a ton. This is awesome.
I think they're helping us more than we're helping them. So I'd like to make this like a pattern and change this to a different color. And
There's one down here too, yeah.
Yeah, and then where you see it on the other wall, maybe do some like the stick-on subway tile is what I'm wanting over here.
So really that's...
Having the ceiling space, I could
Oh my goodness.
work out in here in the Airstream. I could. So yeah, this is great.
You could do burpees and...
I'm going to change something over here too. I don't know if the table I might keep and just change the chairs out, or I know you can recover cushions, but I don't know.
These are nice. I mean, I do like these chairs. Every little bit matters to me. I mean, they've storage underneath, so that's nice.
Which I know I can cover this.
And they feel nice. They're nice chairs. I don't know. I don't know. The shades, they don't have day and night shades. They're just night shades. I'm actually not... It's not... If you're wondering, you're looking at an RV, to me, the windows are so tinted, it's not letting in that much heat anyways. It's not a big deal to me to have those day shades. I do like the night shades. Michelle's asking what kind of paint we're using. Yeah, I'm not real crazy about it. I don't know if you even want to talk. It's... Where's it at? Let's see. I made the mistake. Usually I go to Lowe's, and I'm a big Valspar fan, and they actually had the Lowe's, but there's an Ace Hardware that's like 5 minutes away. So I thought, well, I'll get it, and I haven't liked it at all. It dries too fast. It doesn't go on great. It's what is their premium?
It's Kingston and something, isn't it?
No, it's something like that. Why can I not think of what that's called? It's a long name. The paint conveniently went right over it. Kenting?
Clark and Kingston.
Clark and Kingston?
Kensington.
Clark and Kensington.
Yeah. I didn't know what color white to get. This is designer white.
The white's been good. The color itself's been good. I'm not a fan, and maybe it's a preference thing. This is too thin and it dries too fast. I want something thicker that requires...
I told him to go get the paint, but he is so stubborn.
I know.
Let him do his thing.
But yeah, all Michelle was really concerned about, regular interior paint, yes. This is just acrylic paint.
We didn't prime, sand,
No,
anything.
you don't have to do any of that mess. Now, you get into cabinets, it might depend, but we're just doing the walls.
You haven't...
This is one coat on this, so it's going to take at least 2 coats with that.
You can still see a little bit of the texture here, but he's working on it.
Yeah,
still.
yeah, but yeah. So you don't have to overthink the paint. You really don't. We're doing an eggshell, which usually in a house you would do eggshell in the living room, and then maybe in the bathroom you would do a satin or a semi-gloss. A lot of people, they'll do their whole RV in semi-gloss because semi-gloss will hold up better. It can take...
We did semi-gloss in
the Airstream's all semi-gloss, but I don't regret that. It was such a small space, we were constantly banging into things. So I'm hoping the eggshell, if the eggshell doesn't hold up, we might have to go get semi-gloss.
But I like that it's not super shiny. It's kind of a matte.
Yeah, Renelle said Valspar. I do like Valspar.
Tell Nathan just to go get the paint.
Well, I'm already like 2/3 done. This is nice, yeah.
So this is going to be cool that we got a coat rack area for diaper bag or jackets, keys, all that stuff you kind of don't think about. Your trash. We have a...
I agree on everyone's saying Sherwin-Williams. That's what we got with the Airstream. Yeah, I agree. I know. I should just
didn't want to drive.
I know. Well, it was going to be 30 minutes instead of 7, and I was just like... So I spent 3 extra hours painting instead with paint I hated. This is nice.
It's got the pull-out trash. yeah, so you can, I like that you can just shove it in the trash can. That's nice. Up here?
Sure. The door has this is something our Airstream doesn't have, and we like slam it all the time. It has like and this is pretty standard on stuff. It's got the tension on it or whatever, so it's not going to get flung around. The Airstream has 0 tension on it, so if like the wind blows really hard, it'll just grab the door and throw it. But it's a super tough door. I mean, I don't want to get into technical stuff too much yet. This is probably the main panel. So this has generator prep. We don't know yet. That wasn't something we were looking for. It is like $1,000 upgrade that it just happened to have. So I don't know. That might be an option to add a generator, because we got the push button start. That's so awesome. No generator. It just has the prep. It doesn't have the generator yet, but it does have that prepped. The rest of it's pretty. If you buy a fifth wheel travel trailer, this is a lot of the basic stuff you're going to see. It does have 2 awnings. One awning controls here, and then the other one is somewhere else. We don't know where all the buttons are at yet. Literally haven't even bathroom. This is gonna be tight. We'll try to do it. I don't have a wide lens, but
yeah. So the shower.
Let me go in this other door for the shower.
Pretty big.
Let's see. So it's a pass through, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah. So this is a pretty large shower. It's got a seat.
Let's see.
Not bad.
People always say they want to see you standing in it because it gives them an idea of.
Yeah.
But look at all this. Yeah, like a seat, and then they've got these shelves, which that's what was in here when we bought it. That's not standard, but yeah, shelf there. It's a big shower. It really is.
There's quite a bit of storage in here. You got this little pull out and this separate vanity area. So that's another issue, is he'll be sitting there brushing his teeth, and I'm like, I need to be doing my makeup and getting my hair done if we need to get out of here at a certain time. So it's like, it'd be nice that we can actually be doing, only one person could really be in the bathroom in our other one unless someone was in the shower. So I think you could get a couple of us in here.
Let's see what Renell is saying. If you have a lever type kitchen faucet, I suggest you put a bungee cord on it to keep it closed when you pressure up your water hookups. So that's a tip on that. Kelly says she liked the light in the control panel. We've also got, let's see. So there's motion lights around the ground in the RV too.
Go into the bathroom.
Yeah, so there's one over here too. So there's several. Lots of little things. I mean, this is why when we show RVs, like Grand Design does some of this stuff, and some of it they don't. And Open Range does some stuff that Grand Design doesn't do. But they take these little extra steps. I know somebody was mentioning the AC unit wasn't super loud. Well, it's quiet. It's ducted, and the way they duct it too is pretty efficient. It's actually got two units, but we've only got 1 unit. Hold on a second. I got to go get the. Let's see. Let me get the hotspot saying it didn't like the connection. I got a couple of technical questions. Let me look at those. The tanks. You can check the monitor. That's something too. Grand Design, Open Range, they do a good job. And that's one of the first ways you can see, well, 2 ways. The 2 things, so if you're looking for RVs, the 2 things to watch out for, because if an RV is meant for weekend living, which doesn't mean you can't buy it to live in it full time, but you need to know these limitations. The first thing is the cargo capacity. I know somebody said, I've never heard you talk about cargo capacity. Well, it's a big deal. So here's, let's see. So we have 3,811 pounds of cargo on this. That's pretty good. Like a lot of your fifth wheels. Anyways, I probably wouldn't buy anything to live in full time with less than 2,000 pounds of cargo, because at that point there's no way you're gonna put water in it and stuff like that. The original question Doug was asking about the tanks. 85 gallons of water, around 100 gallons of gray, 80 to 85 gallons of black, I think. So somewhere around there, which is, if you've looked at RVs, a lot of them it's like 40 water, 40 gray, 40 black. So it's about double of a lot of that stuff. So it does a good job. Now, the bad thing is it has multiple tanks. So like the gray, even though it's like, I think around 90 or 100 or something, it's actually got 2 gray tanks. But still, it's got a lot. It's got a lot for the gray. I think one maybe 160, one's 25 or something like that. Joe said that broadcast. I think I got too far away from my hotspot. So Susan says she wants Hensley to give the tour, but all right, that was the boring technical break with Nathan. Talked about those 2 technical things to watch out for. You get with this, like open range Grand Design, you're going to get better insulation. You're going to get some of the small bells and whistles. You're going to have just a little more thought that went into the RV for full-time living. One thing that's...
We've been super impressed with the insulation. Like,
it's been good.
So good. I mean, it's hot out. And
it does good. And we just got 1 AC running because we only got 30 amp. Renell's saying if there's not an AC in a room and there's not, make sure she's got a good fan. I have noticed it's probably 3 to 5 degrees hotter. It's not super bad because the AC... it's all, when you look up, you can tell if it's ducted. So this is a ducted AC, but the unit's right above us. So it's still a little bit warmer in the back, but it's not terrible. And then in here too, compared to the Airstream, and there's some negatives with this RV too. Well, I don't know full. We haven't said the model yet. I was letting everybody guess. Let's see. Anybody got a guess on the model? I can tell the model. So these aren't real wood. That's pretty standard for a lot of stuff, but I'm going to miss the real wood in the Airstream. One more boring. You may give the boring model number and all that, I guess.
Sure. I still don't know.
And then you want
374.
So it's a 3. Wow, you got it. It's a 374 BHS. It can weigh up to 16,400 pounds, something like that. I think wet, which means everything's loaded. Dry, I think it's 4,000 less than that, so 12,400 pounds dry. Not the 376, the 374. I was looking, the 376 and 376 FBH is a nice model too, Deb. So that I'm not going to talk too much about all of this stuff, but so the length, it's different lengths, different years. I have no clue why, but on the front of ours and everything I read says it's 39 feet 8 inches. Some of them it'll say 40 feet 3 inches or something like that, but right on the RV they got a sticker that says 39.8, and I've read that a lot of these are 39.8. So it's under 40. It's not 37 like we wanted. We'll talk about why we were willing to go 3 feet longer. But yeah, a little bigger than what we wanted. But all this stuff we're showing you guys, most of
couldn't say no.
Most of it was not 37 feet.
Yeah.
All right, back to somebody who looks way better than me.
So the bedroom. That's it.
Jesse, we have not gotten a pickup yet. It will be 1 ton, most likely dually. So, Kel said we can shut the ducts and it'll push more back to the back room, which is true.
Okay.
We got to figure out a way to hook this up to the van. All right, sorry, go ahead.
So I've already been playing around.
When we bought this, somebody been living in here and they left all their clothes.
I've just been seeing if it's all gonna fit, right? So I'm still messing around in here, but this was a surprise. It had a king bed. We didn't know it. This layout can have a queen or a king, and so we were surprised that when this one had a king. But it does something a little different to get the king. It slides.
Yeah, that's weird.
Under this nightstand, so when the slides come in, it slides under that, and then when you park, you have to kind of move it back. But
or you can just leave it. You can leave it caddy corner too, but I don't know. It's kind of their workaround to make it a king bed in this space. It's a little tight, but I think we're gonna like having the king bed. We'll see.
Yeah.
It was all right. So we've had a lot of people asking about the tow vehicle. So I'll stop and talk tow vehicle. It's tough. We're doing the tour, but at the same time, I know as you guys have questions, we want to answer those. Somebody's asking about keeping the Airstream or selling. Probably selling. We're looking into an Airbnb type option, but most likely selling. We're getting it cleaned up right now. It's very sad.
It makes us really sad.
It's hard because we're working on this one. We can see the Airstream. It's like I feel like we're cheating on it. Or,
I'm like Hensley. Hensley's like, well, can't we just pull the Airstream behind it? And I'm like, I wish we could, kid, but we're already bigger than we want to be, much less towing a whole nother. I know that's not possible, but I'm saying that was good thinking, Hensley. But she's like coming up with all kinds of ideas to keep both. Yes, it's really sad. I don't know, but it's just a new season in life, and we hate to see it go, and we've talked about every option possible, and we could have stayed in the Airstream, and we actually tossed that idea around a few times about keeping it, but I think, like I said, it come down to, I told Nathan I don't want to burn myself out, and I just had to be honest with him and say, it was just time in a new season that I was just starting to get I needed some elbow room, you know, JJ and his stuff, and Hensley's getting bigger and she wants more stuff and she wanted more space. And so I told him, I said, we could do this and we could have made it happen, and we love the Airstream, but this is our 5th year and I want to keep going. And I told him I don't want to burn myself out, because I think that's one way to get burned out, is to stay in a space that you're starting to feel a little tight in.
So you just got to be honest with yourself, and that's really hard when you're first starting to RV, because you just don't know. Now the tow vehicle, so you start getting, and it's not so much the weight. So I said it could be between 12.5 and 16.5 on the weight. I mean, if you read, like, an F-150 can tow like an insane amount of weight, but it's not so much the weight of the RV, it's the tongue weight of the RV. Now the tongue weight on this one isn't crazy, because like your washer dryer is on our, you know, it's back there on the axles. We don't have a really massive closet right on the front. We do have a decent sized one on the side. But the pin weight's 2,500 unloaded, probably 3,000 loaded. This is, you know, you guys may or may not care about all this stuff. But so what I'm getting at, if we got a newer 1-ton single rear wheel, we would probably be within the limits, or I could keep it within the limits, but we probably have to think about it and I have to worry about things a couple of times. So chances are we're getting some sort of a dually. I don't know what we're getting yet. We haven't bought it, so I can't. We've been so busy with this, like I haven't. But doing the numbers, we could stay under with a single rear wheel 1-ton diesel, of course. But probably just going to get a dually. That way, if we ever added the generator or something like that later, we wouldn't have to be worried about it. Or if we want to, I don't know, haul around some rocks or whatever. You know, I don't know. I really don't want a dually as a daily driver, but
you don't want to be thinking about weight
no.
all the time.
And one of the reasons we've had a fifth wheel before. It's 43 feet. We had a single rear wheel. It was a diesel, an F350, but just I want to have more truck, almost have more truck than I need, because I don't want our travel days to be any more stressful than they need to be, because we're already towing way more length and weight than we were before. Renell's saying go dually, and so we're looking. All the new trucks, like I'm looking at 2013 and up as far as a year range. It seems like around 2013, and it is a safety thing, but it's also everybody I've heard with the dualies, like, it's just so smooth, so safe. It is. You got to park in the back of the parking lot. You get some extra exercise with the dually from where you have to. They've been hauling around rocks or something there, but that's what we're leaning toward. Please don't kill me if we end up with a single rear wheel for some reason. I don't plan on doing that, and if we do, know that I've done tons of research and I know that model, and I know we're going to be safe in that as well. But I think it will be an easier tow to have a dually. So right now, that's the way we're leaning, is with that. You never know. I mean, we look at an F450. The problem with the 450s in Arizona, you can just go pick one up and go. In Tennessee, from everything I've read, they consider it a commercial vehicle. So we have to get, I don't know if we even have to have, I may have to have a CDL. I think you have to have a CDL, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. I have to get a commercial insurance. It's just, so, yeah, it's a real pain. An F350 long bed. And that's an option too. Once you get the long bed single rear wheel, it can tow more than a short bed single rear wheel is an option too. We're definitely going to be within specs though. I mean, that's not going to be an option. I'm not looking at like F250s or some sort of rig with a van, like where you can, anyways, no. Susan said, how many awnings? We have 2 awnings. I don't know if we'll ever use that second awning. Who knows? I've said that before, and then we use something like crazy. Did we show everything? Is that pretty much everything?
I was showing the closet.
Oh, the closet?
Last thing.
Yeah. So.
So.
4-wheel drive. Yes. Somebody's asking that.
3 drawers there, and then a long closet, and then you got the overhead storage too.
Yep. So let me turn it back around. Turn around. Every now and then. All right, here we go.
And then you got storage under the bed too.
There. The bed lifts up. All that in the closet. So more than we had. Definitely more hanging storage than we had for sure. Oh yeah, Williamson, big bucks. Yeah, $sign by $sign. It's going to be, trucks are insane. I'm not looking forward to.
It's a little bit more expensive than the van. For sure.
Let's see. I will say, so like, I don't know if we're going to get to the outside stuff or not based on time, because I want to answer questions and stuff, but, so This was $38,000. Once we get a truck, like the combo, what I'm hoping to spend anyways, the combo of the truck and this would still be probably $3,000 to $5,000 less than our motorhome and Subaru. So it's pretty crazy the amount of living space and everything we have, but there's a lot of advantages with a motorhome and a diesel and all that too. So price-wise, I know some people might see us going from the Airstream to this and think, oh man, that's just outlandish. I can't believe it. And really, it's the motorhome combo is actually more than what we're going to spend on this. All right, let's sit down. Let me start answering these questions. I got several of these, and I may have missed some stuff too. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, start shooting the questions. That's. I don't think we'll have time to do much of the outside. The outside, ooh. So it has an outdoor kitchen. Gonna check on him. All right. Clear tubs over. We're checking out. Yes. 2017 F350 8-foot bed. Yeah, the 8-foot beds help. I think they have 400 to 500 pounds more cargo or payload, I guess they would call it like that. Yeah, I could change residencies. Jesse's talking about changing residency, so we could change residency to South Dakota or Arizona or something like that, and it would be okay. My 2018 F350 King Ranch cost more than my house. Trucks. Oh my goodness, trucks. Trucks are crazy. Okay, so Deb's talking about shakedown. So let me talk about the history of the rig, kind of the process of what we did to buy this. So we were in South Carolina, which is where our videos are. We're heading down to Savannah. And this one was kind of on our radar, not the top of the list, but there's one in Tampa. So Tampa's about 5 hours-ish below where we were in Savannah. So we actually went an hour farther south. So in one day, I drove by myself to Tampa, checked this out, inspected it, put a deposit down on it, and then went through and finished the purchase later on it or whatever with it. And then, but the guy we bought it from said he would tow it back to Tennessee, and he had a dually. And so we bought it from like a repo company. So the family who originally owned this, it's a 2019. So they bought it, they used it for about a month, and then it got repoed. So it's in very good shape until we started painting it and everything. But in very good shape as far as like the condition and stuff. So it was tough for us to pass up what we would get with this for that price, even though it was a little longer than what we wanted. It was and that the fact that it was already. If you ever bought an RV, you know how it is. If you want a good deal, sometimes you have to go farther away. The fact that it was already close to where we were at in Tampa, the fact that all that worked out kind of pushed us to do it. We talked about it. I said, Marissa, I don't know if I want something just under 40 feet. I said, what would be our, I don't think we really want it price. And we gave it to him, and he took it. And so here we are. But so when you're buying an RV, I'll look at these two. Make sure it's not shaking. It's like this table. This may or may not work long term.
Yeah, it's wobbly.
So every time we've bought an RV, we make a must-have list and a nice-to-have list. Some of the other ones had all of our must-haves. The two on the top, and I'll show you guys one. Let me see if it's still in here. Let's see, 367 PHS open range. I'll show you the one that we almost bought. That was second place to this. Sorry.
Is it still listed?
I checked earlier today. It was. Here it is. All right. So the two that were at the top of our list, Michelle's asking what we use to search. RV Trader is going to have the most stuff. Yeah, I found this one on RV Trader, but they listed it as like a Highlander. So it was listed under gooseneck trailers and livestock trailers, and it was listed as a Highlander, which it's not. It's like an open range. I don't know if it's a Roamer or what, but it's not that. It's not even that. They had it all listed wrong. I don't even know how I ran across it, to be honest. But this is the one. I'll show you guys this one. So if you're looking at RVs, let's see. Where's it at? Here we go. So this is a 2014 open range 367 BHS. Now it's a Mesa Ridge. They were only wanting 20. This is the kind of stuff I look for, just in case you're wondering. I look for stuff that's either listed wrong sometimes, not always. Sometimes it's listed right, and it's a win-win situation. But this one was $23,000. Most of these, if you look at them at 2014, they're running around $30,000. But this is why it's $23,000, because they had painted it at some point, And, you know, it's not a very neutral color scheme with the green.
But we were going to change that anyway.
We were going to paint anyways, and we could look past that. So it wasn't a big deal. It had it had our list. It had the dinette in the back, and it didn't have a bath and a half. We really didn't care, and they painted that red. The layout wasn't quite as good because it wasn't facing the TV. We actually negotiated with them. Let's see. I think they said they take 22. So if you're looking for something, this is 36 feet 10 inches. So it's about almost 3 feet shorter than what we got. So if you're looking for something right now, I'm showing this to you guys, like, because really I've done the research.
We
like,
were
if,
really
if,
close.
If you think like us, like, and there's some 311 VHSs that are okay deals, but if you're gonna paint anyways, the downside and really why I changed my mind at the last minute. And this is something you need to keep in mind with the 2014 versus 2019. This was bought in Tampa. It was towed down the road to an RV park, and they lived in Tampa. So the slides haven't been in and out like crazy. The jacks haven't been used like crazy. Everything's pretty much new on it. Versus this 2014, I was asking him, and it's a good thing. He says, I was asking about whether or not everything worked. He said, yeah, everything worked. And I said, how many of the jacks have, all the jacks work? He says, well, I've had to replace 3 of the jacks. He said, I've replaced 3 of the jacks. They're brand new, which sounds like a good thing. But to me, I'm like, 2014, he's replaced 3 of the 4 jacks. He may have done some slide work too. I mean, there's just a lot. That was one of the things I didn't look forward to with this. All the slides, all the motors, all the jacks. The older you get, the more likely it is to have issues with that stuff. And the other side of, if you buy something brand new, you may have issues with all that stuff too, though, because the kinks haven't been worked out. The good thing about this one is they'd already been living in it. I'm pretty sure most all the kinks have been worked out. I haven't found any kinks. Everything's been going great. Somebody was asking about a shakedown trip. I don't know. I guess them towing it up here might have been our shakedown. Yeah, Doug's not a fan of the green. We weren't a fan of the green either. But we're going to paint it. Yeah. So it was like, whatever.
I loved the price. I loved the length. It was the layout we wanted. Mm-hmm.
It's well built. The insulation's great. It has a lot of cargo. The tanks are a good size. All the stuff we're looking for. But, you know.
But then this one.
And it was harder for us to get to it. The distance wasn't good for us either. That wasn't working out like we'd hoped. So that was.
But this one, I don't know what it was. One night I was in bed and I had a vision of us living in this one. And I did. And I told Nathan, I said, I think that one's it, you know, because I had been praying about what to do. And I just felt like it was right. And here we are. I don't know. It's good. I think it's going to be good. I really like it. Mm-hmm.
A few of the questions you guys sent in. Somebody joked about Bob's talking about towing the Jeep behind the fifth wheel. I actually, he's kind of joking, but I was looking at max lengths in different states, which is 65, a lot of them, and 60 feet. And like, really to be completely legal, that would be hard to do with something this long.
I do love the Jeep. It's been nice having the Jeep again, being back in Tennessee.
Yeah, Brent said he's surprised to see us go 40 feet. I know, like, our videos were like, we're looking at this 36 one. We looked at the 33-foot Arctic Wolf, and we're like, oh, you know, which really, we did. We really wanted it.
If it was it was just, I mean, the layout was what we liked. The layout was perfect, yeah. Yeah,
Renelle says she had a 2019 Solitude residential fridge, had to replace it because it failed to cool. But I'm hoping, from what I understand and what I've seen, you're going to have this, like, and that's why they call it a shakedown trip. You have this batch of issues that happen that you find out like the first week, 2 weeks, if you're moving around, using everything. And then they kind of work out those kinks. I don't know if they ever worked out those kinks and took it back to the dealer and got them fixed or not. All I know is, to me, I don't doubt we'll have kinks, we'll have something go wrong. But it looks like, as far as I've tested the jacks, the slides, the awnings, all the different, all the electrical and plumbing, and I've tested all the systems, and I haven't found anything yet. So I feel like if there were kinks, because there definitely can be kinks in something new. That's one of the myths of RVing. I'll buy something new and it'll work great. Like, it can have kinks as well. So this is kind of like that middle ground of it's really new, but hopefully, from what I can tell, I think. How long do you think you'll be in the new rig? I think 2 years, give or take. I don't know. I don't think it's like a 10-year deal. This isn't like...
How long before we move in?
Oh, be in the new rig.
Be in it we
know, but we know,
it?
Yeah. We're hoping, like, to us, a win. If you see us out of this in 6 months, that's not a win. Like, something wasn't working. But I don't see us being in it 5 years either. I think we'll be in here pretty quick. Because the thing is, we got to get the Airstream cleaned up and either start figuring out how to rent it out or start figuring out getting it up for sale. because we're hoping to go to Maine in August, and I don't want the Airstream here up for sale, and me having to like ask somebody to show it who doesn't know anything. I need to be here to show it and to sell it early because I know more about it. That was a problem with our motorhome. We had to give it to a dealer because we didn't have anybody to show it for us. Yeah, Maryland said they kept it booking Airbnb. Karen, the warranty. So these come with a 3-year warranty, just like Grand Design does. I think these used to be 2-year, but all the new ones are 3 years. But unlike Grand Design, unless Grand Design's changed things, the warranty is not transferable. I called and found that out before I went. I still felt like it was worth it to go for it without that. Because the thing is two things. One is, even though it's under warranty, it's a real pain to get people to do warranty work. You have to go to a certain place and get them to replace it a certain way, and then we're at the mercy of that dealer. And versus, I kind of like, even though as a whole it's not under warranty by Open Range, a lot of your stuff individually will still be under warranty. So hopefully if something went wrong with the fridge, I could call Frigidaire, and hopefully it'd still be under warranty with Frigidaire, is what I'm hoping. But again, hoping, how many times I say hoping? That's a lot of hope. That's really bad. Renell said it just came up from Florida. There was definitely some shaking and rattling. There was like the screens were on the ground and stuff like that when it came in. I could tell it got shook around some. They're asking about, somebody else asked this too, so I'll answer this. Boondocking, solar, or moving stuff over from the Airstream. So we're going to try to sell the Airstream, not 100% as is with everything in it, but really close. The lithium batteries, we are going to have new lithium batteries in this already. But if, as a part of negotiations with the Airstream, to get the price where it needs to be, I might have that as an option where, hey, I'll take some of the lithium out, and then the price will go down or whatever if they're not that concerned with lithium, because we love that lithium. But yeah, I plan on leaving most everything in it and factoring that into the price of what the Airstream will be. So but we do also, the panels are it's just too much work to get the panels off the roof. That's not going to happen. And that's why when you install, they're riveted on the roof of the Airstream. I guarantee the solar panels are coming with the Airstream. the batteries might be optional. But we do plan on having lithium in this as well, and then get some solar on the roof and all that stuff. Even a Jeep Gladiator diesel won't handle a fifth wheel. I wish we could do something.
I know, right? That would be awesome.
Lori said, Maine, are we coming to Vermont too? I don't know what Marissa's got on our map.
I've got to start getting our map together because we're just here for the month and have to move and sell and buy and do all that in a month, and I need to get the travel map together. But I would like to do, we've only been as far as New York City and up, so I'd like to spend most of our time probably like north. So I would definitely like to hit all those states because we have not been to any of those states, and obviously we'd like to go to every state. So we might just do kind of a loop around is kind of what I'm thinking, because we want to be back by Halloween into Tennessee. So we'll have close to 3 months, and so would like to do the loop, probably go up one way and come around the other coast. So that's kind of what we're thinking, to hit all the states. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what you're thinking.
We'll see. She shows me the map. I figure out how to get there. Pretty much.
He makes it happen.
Seth says Kale mentioned Nashville for Airbnb. Seth said Vegas or nonstop in Nash Vegas. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be. I think the issue. I just don't know where to park it. Like, if any of you guys know of a campground or somebody who just does a full management solution, because it's not like, I don't feel like going out and buying a piece of land and parking on the land. We really can't. We can't Airbnb it here. I would feel wrong. Her mom is building the cabin over here. That wasn't part of the deal. That, hey, oh, by the way, random strangers are going to be showing up at our Airstream, and so it's just having a place to park it. But if somebody already had a couple of Airbnbs and had some land and had an extra spot and wanted to include it, let's say, especially if they're vintage or Airstream or something just like ours, if you guys know anybody, let me know. We're open to it. I'm not saying we would. It just all depends, because I do think. I think they make great rentals. I wouldn't be crazy about somebody. I don't know about like renting it out for somebody to drive it and pull it around. I'd be way too paranoid with something getting dented up and all that kind of stuff. But just having it parked and somebody coming and using it as an Airbnb. Michelle says, are we doing videos while we update and reno things inside? We are. Mm-hmm. So, and we'll talk about some of this stuff, the paint choices, and while we're painting it, and all that kind of stuff.
They asked where the van was. Oh, we still got the van.
Marissa won't be. She might cry about the Airstream. I don't think she's gonna cry about the van. I might cry about the van.
I get. Hensley's already cried about
Susan.
the van. She's already upset. I'm a lot like her. I get emotional and attached. Even to the van, I'm attached. But I don't think I'll cry too long.
Let's see, Heather, are we prepared for dry camping? Not yet. We will be. The tank sizes are great though, so we're gonna be good on that. Let's see. I'm just gonna go through a few of these questions real quick, and then I know some of you guys might need to get going. Dennis, they say they've been pleased with the Open Range. Open Range as a company, I mean, they have their own forum and they have their own issues, and by and large, stuff can't happen. And it's not built as well as like an Airstream would be, but it's also not the same price as an Airstream would be either. So, let's see. Hensley has seen it. She loved it. She loved it. And I'd love to let you guys. Hopefully, we'll get her on here with us sometime. And when you're cooking pasta, how do you handle the leftover pot of boiling water? Bob's asking. We try not to pour the boiling water down the drain. We figure that would not be good on an RV, in the tanks itself. We usually just pour it outside somewhere. Deb's asking where we'll be in the winter. We will probably be back.
You didn't say what you did with it. You pour it outside, though.
Oh, just on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pour it on the ground because.
Oh, pass it down.
It'd be a nightmare if it burned a hole in something in here. In the winter, November, December, we're usually back in Tennessee for the holidays, typically every year. Let's see. Full-time under Open Range, Joe and Jennifer, 3X427. They said they love it. We also owned a 376 FBH. They're curious about what made us go this direction, which I've talked about a lot of the stuff, why we went the direction with Open Range specifically, and we like Grand Design too, just the build quality and the things they have in them. But I think, did we say that? So we had a must-have list of maybe 3 things. We wanted a dedicated space for Hensley to play, and had sort of have her own space. So that ruled out something that had maybe just the bunks in the back, because there still wasn't any floor space for her. That meant we're probably going to go at least 35 feet. I don't know if the washer dryer was a must-have, but it was starting to become close. It was we really, really, really want to have it. What else was we wanted our space to be a little bit more separated from the kids, so we knew it was going to be a fifth wheel. That was a must-have. Anything else? I think we really, I think we wanted the posing slides. I want to say that was almost a must-have, I think, at this point, for the floor space and the openness and the feeling of it. But other than that, so the residential fridge wasn't a must-have.
The half bath wasn't.
The half bath wasn't a must-have. The king bed wasn't a must-have.
That's just nice.
So we had maybe 3 must-haves, and we had a list of 8 to 10 nice-to-haves. The massaging seats, not a must-have. But I think it came down to us. We could either get a 36-foot, 37-foot fifth wheel that had maybe 3 of the nice-to-haves out of 10, or we could go up 3 feet and we would get all 10 of the nice-to-haves. I think we got everything pretty much. Again, the outdoor kitchen, not a must-have.
Everything but being
so we
under the length we wanted to be.
So we got the good price. We had to add 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet. We had to add 3 feet to it. But yeah, that was ultimately, that's what it came down to. All those extra nice-to-haves and a good price on the RV pushed us over, and we went through.
And we know it's going to change our travel style just a little bit, but I think we were kind of ready for that.
We would have had to, realistically, a 37-foot fifth wheel instead of a 31-foot Airstream or a 30-foot. You're going to have to change it a decent amount anyways. Michelle's saying, truly, there's not that much difference in side availability between 37 and 40. I talked to some people like Scott, I think I saw Lindsay on here. They said if you can see the picture of the site and you can see that you could overhang on the back on, let's say, a 35-foot site, they would be comfortable booking it. But other than that, you're still stuck looking for 40 feet or less with a 37-footer. I'm not going to, in 40 feet, I'm definitely not going to be looking for a 35-foot site that has some overhang. So, and we can still boondock and all that stuff with it in here. John's asking about a composting toilet. We have so much black tank space at this point. In the Airstream, it was a discussion because we can combine the black and the gray and we get a really big gray tank, but our tanks are so big already in this. Not that we would never get one, but I don't think it's as much of a discussion. Let's see. 43-foot open range. So several of you guys. Lori has one, and Joe and Jennifer. Mary said, would this be named LJMJ 4.0? It's actually 5.0. So we've had a travel trailer, a Telluride, which we haven't shown or talked about much, a 43-foot fifth wheel, 39-foot Class A, the Airstream. Is that 6? That's not right. It can't be 6. Telluride, fifth wheel, motorhome, Airstream. Yeah, 5.0. So
Yeah.
LJMJ 5.0.
We've done it. I told Nathan we've done a full circle though, because we started out with a travel trailer, went fifth wheel, motorhome, travel trailer. Now we're back to a fifth wheel. So I don't know, maybe.
Well, this travel trailer is a little bigger than the first travel trailer we had.
Uh-huh.
We found a sweet spot with that, and this fifth wheel is a little bit smaller than the fifth wheel.
Yeah,
we had last
exactly.
time. So we're hoping it'll be a good combo. I don't
Yeah.
know. You guys have been awesome. I'm glad you got the first exclusive. I guess exclusive, other than like maybe family that's came out here and seen it or something. Nobody else has really seen this yet. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you got questions, this is gonna be exciting because just walking around, setting things up. I don't even know. I couldn't find the button for the hallway light. I mean, there's gonna be so much. I'm not talking about just that, but so many discussions. A lot of your RVs now are coming with residential fridges. Well, can you still boondock with that? How much battery power do you need to have that? What would it be like? How much, so what's it like getting into places with something that's 40 feet long? So I think everybody's glued on the baby. Nobody cares what I say. They'll be like, oh.
JJ.
What do you think, buddy?
You like the new RV? Huh? Say what?
Huh? But I think there'll be some interesting discussions with it. Yeah.
Isn't he getting big? Look how big he is. You're such a big
Crazy how
boy.
fast he's growing.
You're such a big boy.
No problem, Harold. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the chat. Again, if you got more questions, you can still let us know. We'll try to keep an eye on those and answer those as we go. Now, I may have missed something, too. We'll try to scan through the comments because I know we're getting a lot of comments while we were talking. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
So catch you guys later.